you guys, do you boo boo? That's what they said, do what makes you happy, do what makes you entertaining. But at the end of the day, the consequences are going to be there. So whether it's a good or bad consequences, do not blame people around you, because at the end of the day, we are all adults, unless you're not.
Minasan, konnichiwa, I'm ICEE.
We're all adults. You have to be accountable for everything that you do, because at the end of the day, no one pushes you around. If someone pushes you, that means you're kind of weak, which means you have to be better and you have to be strong. That's it. Learn from your mistakes. There's one thing that I was actually thinking about to talk to you for a little bit. I actually had this, and I was just wondering if you guys, because I want to make an awareness for some people that probably don't understand these things are happening. So, ladies and guys, I want your opinion about this, because I really think this is something that we should really explore and talk about around the community. Women streamers are actually harassed in a different way, because I don't want to say that only women are being harassed, because some guys can be harassed as well on their stream by trolls. It's a different harassment, but there are probably women out there that like the longest pics. Some people probably like it. I try to understand the mentality of why some guys would do that. But personally, if you're watching this, there are things that sometimes that's why girls are getting paid. This is just my thought. I don't shame OnlyFans people. I do love watching my favorite prawn stars. I do know my shit. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think any woman, maybe there are a small percentage, and if you're that kind of woman, let me know, because I want to be proved wrong. But I don't think there are women out there that like unsolicited pics. And if you want me to enjoy that, this is just my personal opinion. Since these are everywhere, I'm not shaming anybody. But for me, if you're gonna do that, if you want to do unsolicited DP, the stuff like that, at least pay first. Okay, then let's do that. I don't like unsolicited of anything. The thing is, for me, I just want to talk about this because I think people out there that are roaming around Filipinos streams that are specifically doing this just so they could blackmail other Filipino streamers. So that those streamers, sometimes there are just things in life that you just don't know. Some people, it might be common sense to them, but for some, they're just so innocent, they just don't know. So I hope if you're part of any community that you find some kind of like sus or fishy like this, let me know, because I want to know. I don't like it. I don't really like it. I want to see pics. I'll just go. Exactly. Right? These people, it's just, I don't understand. So if you want me to enjoy you, ayan, pay first. It's like things that are just really, really sometimes I can't understand. If I didn't ask for it, why would you give it? It's just, it's like we're not guys, we're women. Not because you show something to us, I'm gonna show something to you. It doesn't work that way. I really hope if you find these things are happening, try to educate some other women out there. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm not saying they're ignorant or stuff like that. There are just really things that are happening that some people just doesn't really understand how it works. So, and also there are people out there that even we're in the generation of technology still get to be blackmailed with pictures. Don't post it. Don't give it. It's the thing. I don't shame. I love being sexually fit. I like when you, especially women, get to free themselves and get to love their sexuality. And you guys, don't get insecure about it. Don't get, too butthurt if your woman are too sexual. It's good. It's gonna be good for you for a long run, unless you're a limpy. Yeah. I just do want to share awareness on that. They are roaming around. So if you're a girl, always protect yourself. Not everyone is your friend on YouTube, as some people say. Don't put too much private information on social media. It's not safe. It's not good. Give it a like, and if you don't like it, and dislike that. I do love reaction interactions, and if you have any questions at all, or if you have any comments, please do comment, because I love reading comment. All of your opinions, your thoughts, all of these things, I do like that. Keep it coming. Be nice. And men and women can be gold diggers. Exactly, you know. And I think it's not the fault of the women or the country they are from. Men come and often lure these ladies away with promises of a better life. Not about the money, it's about a better lifestyle. And I have lots of stories. Mind you, some you don't like it. It goes beyond YouTube. And most have come out to the surface. Only you only know you, but can you trust others with their secret? Ooh la la, so spicy. With me, guys, you know, there's nothing wrong with, ano daw yun? Para lang kayong mga kindergarten na nagbabatuhan ng tinapay. I find your group children. Ooh, Harriet. So, Harriet, are you Filipina? Oo nga naman, nagtagalog nga pala siya. Ang tanga lang. Ang tanga lang, Harriet. Ayan. So the thing is like, you know, for me, I don't really try to kind of like judge people, especially in public. Sometimes I'm really, really trying to be aware of the words I say, because it could be mistaken, it could be misunderstood. And I don't want to be like crying about it because people misunderstood me. You cannot just blame other people. I always feel like there's always going to be like lost in translation. That's why people fight. And if it's not, then it's just all about greed, power, pride, ego. But for the most part, when it comes to streaming, when it comes to interacting with people, I really, really, and I'm not saying you do guys do this, you know, you do you. I'm just saying accountability. If you cannot choose your words correctly, like me, I can be harsh sometimes, but I know what I'm talking about. And I do totally believe in it because I do implement that in my life. I don't say things here just to say it. I do say things because that's what I do, you know, in my life. But not at the same time, I don't mean that if I say this, this is the only way. So there are things that sometimes cultural, it could be very, very misunderstood. You could be easily misunderstood, especially when it comes to humor, when it comes to, you know, throwing stuff, throwing words. There are words that you cannot say because it's very offensive. I just hope you guys, all of you guys, even me, including me, try to kind of like be careful with words that we threw with each other. Sa Tagalog, kung hindi natin kayang panindigan yung mga pinagsasabi natin, at sa bandang huli iiyak lang tayo, at sa bandang huli maghahanap tayo ng isisisi sa mga nangyayari sa buhay natin, manahimik na lang tayo. Ganun sa Tagalog. Ayon, and that's what I always think. I find it kindergarten too. We should all remember we are all adult here. We have a choice to move on and leave it if it's not your cup of tea. Yes, exactly. Those little things, for me, I try to keep my mind open because this is YouTube. This is at least virtual. You know, I can only know certain people based on how they talk in the stream, based on how they talk in other streams, and based on how they treat me in my own stream and in person if we ever see each other. If it's good for their analytics and if they're okay with that, I mean, they're putting it out in public. It's their choice. You know, it's their channel. As an outsider, as a viewer, if we don't like it, we don't watch it. I don't want to be part of any drama. That's not for me. I'm too happy for that shit. But at the same time, I love stories. I'm a sucker for stories, especially if I'm being involved in some things that I don't even know I'm in part of because it's in public. Everybody can watch it. And you're just basically watching a Pinoy Big Brother's house. It's like a reality TV show. Why won't you watch it if it's there? And there's like a line. We can joke each other. We can have fun. We can have laugh. We can troll each other, you know, but at the same time, if you don't want to be butthurt by anyone, if you don't want to be called out by anyone, you yourself should be responsible to check yourself out. Put a boundary to yourself rather than other people put boundaries on you. At the end of the day, you're not going to be embarrassed in things that you do because you know where your place is. Don't go into places that you cannot kayang panindigan. You cannot be accountable for, you know, you cannot handle the responsibility or the consequences, whether it's a good or bad thing. It's about the person's actions. It's not about the drama around it. It's just more of like, you know, it's like, I'll do it if I have time, but if I don't have time, nah, it's just a waste of time. That's why I say living is a privilege. Staying happy is a choice. I like that, Miss Manny. Ayan, yes, diba? And we're all humans. Nobody is perfect and not everyone's advice is good for everyone. Exactly. And open-mindedness and kindness will benefit anyone. There are lost causes and there are people that are just doesn't know what love means. They've never been loved ever since they were. Ang parang sama. I'm sorry. Some people, they're just born in a toxic environment. And, kidding aside, I do know there are people out there that actually just need someone to prove, or at least need some love and attention. But there's also some that are just lost causes. They always choose the toxicity. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone. They don't want to be non-toxic. So that's what I called lost cause. And for me, personally, and I'm not even saying sorry about this, I'd rather spend my time with people that are toxic but are actually trying to figure out how to get out of that situation. Even no matter how long it takes for them to do it, I'd rather spend my time on that than people who are lost causes. So yes, kind of way. Each on their own. It's YouTube. What do you expect, guys? Some people would choose different ways of how they're going to go along with their channel. Let's wait and see how accountable they are with their actions. At the end of the day, that is, and if you don't like it, you can always just unclick and don't look back. Move on. For me, as long as, people are being nice to me, my relationship is with you or with you guys, or I don't know how to say this, but, I don't care about other people. It's about relationship. Sometimes with big mouth, you have to be accountable. For me, having like a very big mouth, and always expressing your opinion, there will always going to be misunderstanding and lost in translation. And there's going to be always going to be some sort of drama in one way or form. So I just really hope you guys practice accountability and just grow. Just grow to be a better person for you and the people that actually love you. And if nobody loves you, ICEE Fit will probably love you, depending on the occasion. Why does Japanese don't look people eyes when they bow to greet in? Kasi ano yun? It's like an angle. We have angles of bowing. The more respectable and the more important a person is, the more bowing is included. And if it's for asking forgiveness or you did something wrong, you have to kind of like kneel down and then bow all the way on the floor. I thought shyness or form of showing respect. We don't look in the boss's eyes. If we saw them, we just bow to them. Yeah, it could be that. I don't know. There are just things. Sometimes, it's just weird. I don't know, because I'm multicultural. I'm not your normal Japanese in a way, because I feel like I'm more delinquent. I'm more of an not outsider, outcast. I'm part of the I'm part of the outcast, trying to be a good girl. I am trying to be a better person each and every single day. Ganon. A rebel, I see. Well, the thing is, sometimes I feel like whatever I did in my life is nothing compared to a real rebellious kid. Because for whatever reason, like growing up with my friends, it's always been like I'm the good girl. Like I'm the alibi when my girlfriends are trying to do something, wink, wink. I'm always the alibi because I always kind of like the good girl. But I guess in a sense, some people, I don't know, I shall behave. You fool them all. Why does it sound so painful? Don't pain me like that. That's too much. I'm now hurt. Ayan. You're doing a toxic masculinity. There are certain things like that. And the thing is, in Japan, a lot of people are just into their phones. There's no social skills. That's why we have a lot of hikikomori, people that are just home. So it's kind of like a pandemic thing. So if you have kids, if you have people around you that are like that, make sure to kind of like give them a little push. Being all the time in the house is not good for you. But like this, I do work, but I don't really need to go out of the house on Saturday night because I do have you guys. I'd rather be with you guys. I'm going to get better. I'm going to try my best to be better for at least everyone that supports and tumatangkilik sa ICEE Fit. So that's the pressure I put on myself. So thank you if you think I did do good. I do give justice. I'm going to do better at multitasking. I'm not a multitasker person. I like one specific thing at a time in a way. Also, for all of your super chat guys, that is what we use. All these things that you support ICEE Fit, we use that for our streams. We use that to kind of like improve the entertainment, because we do want to entertain you guys. So I do hope I do justice with the stream.